It is open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter will be heard in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Need guidance on life, auto, or homeowners insurance? Contact Kate Woolman State Farm for all your insurance needs. Rates can be more affordable than you think, and protecting what matters most to you is important. Call Ben at 719-539-6265 and he'll set you up with what you need. That's 719-539-6265.
We're starting.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I am playing a bird,
We
though. So.
start our story in the planet on which lies the great continent of Galean. Near there, and as a subset, what is Australia called as a continent? Is it an island? You know, it's somewhere in the middle there. We don't know. But in a similar fashion, there's a great landmass in a sea near Galean called Beline. In the center of the Isle of Beline, which is full of forests and mountains and burned places, we find a small town called... I can find the thing.
Wait, cold or cold?
It's cold. No, it's called
It's
Sewell.
cold. Sewell?
Everything always comes
Cold.
back to Icewind Dale.
Here there is a harvest festival going on, and our various characters will be finding themselves here. The world at large is much like other worlds. There's different countries, factions, histories, magics, religions, all growing, interacting, changing, shifting with the times. What of those we'll discover will be coming your way soon. But for now, we'll start at the town of Sewell. Zelda, you...
Town's ancient, because it's so old.
It is about 200 years old, so well done.
See? Told you.
English place names be like,
Hey, look, it's the river. The river.
200 years old
Down,
ain't ancient,
down,
that's still
down.
young.
I know. He's for English.
Well, if you're
Anyway.
European rather than American, and
Well,
this is
yeah, but
closer
we
to you.
can't do that until we take a break because of the beer. You said if European.
All right, everyone.
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Take
Talk
us-
to...
take- no, you're
Zelda.
not. I don't believe you.
You
I'm
find
turning my
yourself,
fans
Hi.
up. You people are incorrigible.
your character finds yourself in the middle of this town. Normally it houses a few hundred people, but the population has exploded because they are in the middle of harvest season, and so there will be a lot more people at this town. There's a big festival that local communities come to visit. Looking around, you
These
see
humans
that
are like
the town-
rabbits. Jeez, the town's exploding with people. Where'd they all come from?
Yes.
The town is mostly constructed of wattle and daub. You can see that there are some newer houses with wood and even a couple of stone. The streets are full of excited people everywhere. Outside the town proper, there's tents for games, events, entertainment. There's also some fences for animals and stock. So you find yourself right on the edge of the main town and the outer festival with tents. could you describe yourself and say what you're doing?
Oh, well, my character is Clyde, or Clyde Catastrophe FU. And I am an Eladrin with really long pointed ears that kind of droop a little bit, and wild, big, braided pink hair with green strands through it, kind of cornrows on the side, flowers all throughout her hair. The biggest, almost unsettling smile that I think you've ever seen on a little girl, except for she's not quite so little because her height, she's a little bit over 6 foot, but she is just a little bit jacked. Big ol' battle axe on her back, and her clothes kind of look earthy in make, like they might be made out of some sort of like plants like matter, but also providing a little bit of like padding for any kind of scraps that she might get into. Bit of tattoos on her face, especially around her chin area, in different kind of like patterns and stuff. And did I forget anything else? I don't know. That's mostly it. She is gonna be just kind of browsing the shops, I think. Just looking very bright-eyed and excited to be at the festival.
Okay. As you're walking around, taking all this in, people are walking around also very bright-eyed. This is like one of the highlights of their year. You see a shop for basic food items. You see that there's a tent set up with local potions isn't the right word. Local brews that aren't alcoholic, cure-alls, just herbal medicine. You pass a pen full of pigs. They're all oinking. You see a couple people. Looks like they're writing things on almost clipboards. Looking at all the animals, you see a tent with a big table full of little carved artifacts and crystals and stone and wood carvings. Oh, what?
I'm stopping at the crystals.
Okay. There's a little halfling woman standing there, white curly hair, cute little dress. She's like,
Oh, hello, dearie. How are you? What brings you to my table?
Hi. Yes, I see that you have some very pretty looking rocks here at your table, and I would just like to learn about what you got to sell.
Oh, what I have to sell? Well, you notice the shiny rocks. Do you mean the rocks?
and she holds up a really nice, like polished just rock, but it's like
Just
brown
straight
with
up.
flecks of gray. But it's still a very pretty rock. And then she says,
Or do you mean the crystals? We have lots of those too.
Aren't they both rocks though?
I think so. You get them out of the ground, and they're both very hard. Pickaxes is how you find both of them.
Okay,
Anyway,
cool. I would like whatever ones you have in pink. Thank you.
Oh, in pink. I can see why. That color would suit you marvelously, dear.
she turns around. She's like,
Hold on just a minute. Eddard! Right. Oh, he went off to the free beer tent again. Oh, I can't believe he got that.
Free
many
beer?
tickets.
You're giving
There
it
is
away for free?
beer. I'm sorry?
You have to what do you have to do to get it?
Oh, there's some people handing out tickets. Yeah, it's free beer. They're doing it with, kind of, you show up at a certain time. I think someone may have left this. Here you go. Oh, yeah, here you go.
she holds out a little piece of paper and it's scrawled and it says 1 hour after noon. And it says, big beer tent.
Big beer.
You should be able to find it in little small
BBT.
print. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. You can have one of those. Pink. Yes.
And she looks under the table. Is like,
Oh, yeah, right. Here we go.
she holds out this pair of pink gemstone earrings. They're kind of rough, so they don't match perfectly, but very angular, pink with frosted white along the edges.
She's like, how about these? They do match your hair and eyes so well.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Are they amethyst? What kind of stone are these? I don't know. Stone's different here in a different plane? I don't know.
A different play? Oh my. I don't know if they're different from where you're from. They're
She kind of glances side to side.
pinkathus.
Pinkathus. Wow.
Yes,
I've
yes,
never
it's a
heard
very-
of such a
it's a-
stone, but I'm very
Amethyst.
excited. The little hooks, I'm guessing I can put them in my hair. She puts them like in the hair.
Oh, that does look very
She puts them
fetching.
like
That-
with the flowers a little bit and kind of like make sure that they like stay in there.
Oh, dearie. That wasn't what I was going to suggest, but you've made it far better. Good choice.
Oh, what were you
good
gonna
choice.
suggest?
Oh, well, some people like to have holes in their ears so that you can put the hooks in them and then they dangle from your ears.
That's kind of funny. Why would you do that?
Well, why would you do anything? For fashion, for beauty, for fun. See?
She
Ooh.
turns and you see that she's got like little, like tiny little green stones just wrapped in wire.
Putting
just,
holes in your skin for fashion. I am definitely gonna have to look into this.
Yeah,
That sounds great.
I'm sure you might be able to find someone in town who can help with that. Yeah. I'm actually from a couple of days journey out to the east, so I'm not sure exactly where everything in town is, but today is probably the best day to find anything. All week, really.
That's great. I don't know where anything is here, so we can be friends.
Oh, it's a pleasure. My name's Ethel. What's your name?
My name's Clyde. You can call me
Okay.
Clyde. I meant to say my name's Clyde Tastrophe, and my name is you can call me Clyde, but it didn't come out that way.
Say that again, dearie.
Clyde, it's Clyde.
Oh, hello, Clyde. It's a pleasure to meet you.
She reaches out her hand and gives, if you take her hand, she'll give it a little shake
She shakes her hand like this.
with the pinkies.
Yeah.
Oh,
She like
Hi.
grabs on it and like shakes it.
aren't you precious? You said you didn't know where anything is. Was there anything I could try to direct you to? Like, I've seen a
The
couple
big
of the
beer
other
tent.
tents. Big beer tent. Oh yeah, that's over that way. Follow the loudest noises, probably.
Ooh, loud noises are great. I'm so excited. She'll just immediately just start like booking it that way.
Okay. As you go, the noise
She did not pay.
starts to...
Clyde! Clyde! Oh, she's a special one, isn't she?
Okay, so with that, we're gonna transition more to the edge of town, the far side, where one of the roads comes into the town. It's a little bit of the poorer side, just because of how the town is spreading. The newer houses are more to the center and over near the field where all the tents are, and on this side, from the south, is a slightly poorer area. All of it's general, but you can see that it's like not quite as constructed. And there, stepping out of the forest and along the road, we see Smython's character.
So, the gentleman that steps out of the forest is quite different looking than most of the other people around. He's dressed in something that is halfway between a red surcoat and a red surcoat and a red wow, what am I looking for? Like the 1920s waistcoats. Yeah, the long ones though. It's got on what appears to be a white or a pale tan pants, knee-high black boots, carrying a peculiar cane. Long black cane with what appear to be symbols carved onto it, and a rather bulbous, strange-looking bulbous head with wire mesh wrapped around it. He is tall, almost 6 feet tall, but very slim. Doesn't look like he weighs over 140 pounds dripping wet, or 150 pounds dripping wet. Very slim. He walks with a sardonic stride, twirling his cane here and there. And he has rather unsettling eyes, because if you look at them in most cases, they appear to be brown, but if you catch the light just right, they kind of glint red. Hair is the same thing. Brownish, but when the light strikes it just right, it seems to turn red. And he has a very creepy smile plastered across his face. This is a man that, even though it looks like a strong wind would blow him over, you would not want to get in his way, because anybody who's that confident is clearly hiding something. So I will stroll up to the edge of the town, and I will address a random passerby. Say, "You there, my good man, or woman, or child, whatever you are." I don't know what I'm addressing.
This little kid looks up at you. He's like, "Wow, mister, you don't even know what you're talking to? I'm a child."
He laughs and goes, "Ha ha ha!" Bends down and kind of tips the child's chin up with his cane. "Where I come from, gender can be whatever you want it to be. Now, is there any place around here that sells magical artifacts in this quaint little establishment you have for yourself? This fair that you have cast in your little town?"
What's gender?
Run along, child. That's a good boy.
Okay.
The little boy runs off down the street. Looking ahead, you do see that there's what could be shops, like one or two in the street, and then if you'll follow the town around, you see that there's tons of tents.
So, here's the thing. Here's something that you need to know mechanically about my character. This character can cast Vicious Mockery at will in 3 different ways. Like, he gets it 3 times over. So literally, he is so used to using this that just common sentences can trigger the Vicious Mockery effect, which in my character's case is 2d4, I think. Hang on.
Are you saying that you've cast Vicious Mockery on a child?
Oh no, he doesn't, it happens so naturally he doesn't even always think about it. So as the child runs off and he says, "Well, that was a pathetic waste of worm-ridden space if I've ever seen it." And Vicious Mockery is just cast automatically because it's something he almost doesn't consciously control. So yes, I cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
So you got your second character ready already, right?
What? What do you mean? Here's the thing, though, is that's almost impossible to trace unless you are like a magical adept.
You're also assuming I followed the same way of GMing as all those people suggesting these things on the internet.
No, it says nothing. I didn't see this on the internet. This is something I built. So, what do I need to roll against his AC?
Oh, it's a shame. He was running away so fast he couldn't hear you.
Does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Have
the
to be able
effect-
to hear them.
Does the effect have to be able to hear it? Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
It doesn't need to
It-
understand you, but it does have to hear you.
Okay, that's cool. No, again, like I said, this wasn't something he did consciously. This just happened because he said it under his breath. So thankfully, the poor little child was fine. Anyway, he proceeds towards the center, perusing and looking around, but he is very much he is very much looking for any place selling magical artifacts.
Okay. Yeah, there is one tent near where you emerge from the town saying special brews, cure-alls, and fairy enchanted elixirs.
Not gonna help. Yeah. I suppose he'll just go and inquire. They might know what he's looking for. What does the shopkeeper look like?
Shopkeeper is a male dwarf, golden beard, bald top, wearing a tiny bit flowy robes, still very rustic, but a lot of the people around here that you've seen have like shirts and pants. He's actually got like a little bit of a robe and a cape going on.
How old does he look?
Mid 50s.
Okay. Excuse me, my good sir. I was hoping you could answer a question for me.
Oh, of course, sir. How can I help you?
I am in... wow, that's hard. I am in search of artifacts, magical and mystical. Trinkets, baubles, anything with a magical effect that I don't have to consume. Would you have anything like that in stock, or would there be an establishment around here that I could perhaps look for?
Well, I do have a couple of things. Some of them you do gotta consume. Let's see. Trinkets. Yeah, I got... let me look over here. Over here's all the magical stuff. Hold on. Yep.
He's digging around. He starts putting potions up. Oh, wait, no, those are consumables. He puts them back.
Trinkets? Oh, yeah, this here.
He holds up a little pebble with, like, a slight sheen to it.
He's like, yeah, this will protect you from the cold. It helps keep cold away.
Puts it down on the table.
And, let's see.
He goes, oh, yeah. He goes over to a tray of rings.
And he's like, a lot of these rings here are magical, so this one will give you a little bit of a boost to sneaking through the forest. This one here will help you out with your cattle. It'll make sure your cattle don't act up around you. You can control them a little bit better. And then over there, we got the feed, which gives a boost to your crops. People do really like that around here. It's a little early to be purchasing it, but I mean, the festival you could set up for next year. Is any of that what you're looking for?
Unfortunately, no, my good man, but I appreciate your time. Are you sure there's nothing else that you might have reserved for special customers? Persuasion.
Okay, roll a persuasion check, please.
12.
12? Okay. He kind of looks at you, squints his eyes a little bit, and leans in and like motions you down with his fingers.
And he's like, I know exactly what you mean.
He turns around, walks to the back of his tent, and
This.
what?
Said I'm absolutely gonna regret this. Go ahead.
Pulls out. He turns around and comes back, and he's carrying a bottle and a plate with this little yellow block on it.
He's like, yeah, here's the good stuff.
And he reaches under his desk, sneakily, kind of like peeks around, and he pulls out a little shot glass, pours what looks like a yellow golden liquid, and then tears off a little piece of this yellow block and hands it to you. He's like, here you go, try that.
I kind of cock my eyebrow and go, cheese and wine. That's the good stuff.
Cheese and mead, and don't you dare doubt that it's the good stuff.
All right, very well. So
Yeah.
he'll take the shot. And he'll try the cheese. Is it any good?
Oh, it's very good. It's like some of the best cheese, and not the best meat you've had, but it's pretty good. The cheese is amazing.
Delicious.
I'm
Does it have any-
glad
does
you
it have-
like.
And I'm saying, what do I owe you?
Oh, that'll be. Oh, let's see. Well, you're one of the special customers, so for that, it'll be 1 silver.
That goes. Isn't that like 10 days' wages? Am I or do I?
I
or
think that's a
are you
little
using
bit
different scale?
Pathfindery. Let
Is
me
that
double check.
Pathfinder? What's just no? That's fine. I need a scale of what the money's like. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
trying-
remember I'm new to 5e.
Actually, that is a good question, Michael. What is the scale of money? Like, what do commoners make in like a week in your world?
That is a good question. Let's see.
'Cause now I'm curious, because that is a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm trying to.
What should we be expecting to make in a week as an adventuring party?
Making a week.
How
Are
much you make in a week as a
expecting
children's
wages?
party wizard?
You're expecting wages. Yeah. Wait, you guys are getting paid?
So
I am.
let's see.
No, I'm not. That's a joke.
Modest pay is 7 gold a day. So 70
okay.
gold. Yeah. So, and hey, that's pretty good cheese.
Yeah, I'll
and
say, no,
that's
no,
a
that's-
discount.
Yeah, say no. That's perfectly reasonable. Then he doesn't need to do anything crazy. He will hand over the silver, and he'll hand over the silver and just say, "Do you know of anybody else who might be selling anything magical in this quaint little fair you have going on?"
Let me think. I'm not so sure. I think Matilda, she's probably 3/10 back and then 4/10 left. Yeah, she might have something. Keep in mind, this is just a local fair, so it depends
no.
on how many magical people there are.
I have got on good information that something I'm looking for may be here. But I thank you for the delicious mead and the cheese. I bid thee adieu.
Oh,
He
very
walks-
good, very good.
He walks away with his eyes twitching slightly, trying not to vicious mockery the man that just gave him the best cheese of his life, but seriously considering it.
Why would he consider vicious mockering the man who gave him the best cheese of his life?
That's because he's slow and doesn't have the information he wants. This is a character that is out for himself. This is not the normal character I play.
All right, as you walk away, you hear various murmurings, mumblings. You hear someone shouting, "Take on the magnificent Max and a feat of strength!" And, free beer at the center tent! And as you walk on, pursuing your current goal, we will turn to the edge of the tents, where there's a small person who's being played by Cameron. Rytalk.
You're muted, buddy.
Hey, there we go. Good, you didn't hear me coughing everywhere.
It's
Hey,
covered up
Vale-
by the sound of lively music.
Yes. Vale Pip Hammerspash is a little about 3 foot tall. You can't really tell what he is because he's just basically a bathrobe and a wizard hat. You can clearly tell that it's just a bathrobe that's been prestidigitated to look like not a bathrobe a little bit. The stars and
Nice.
the stars and the crescent moon that's on it, it's just a magic effect. Otherwise, this wizard is just wearing a very oversized hat, a bathrobe he found, and it looks to be his red slipper. He also has some of those, those white little gloves with the little lines on the back the piano players used to play back in the 18th century. He's got a pair of those. and you can't see his face. It's just kind of permanently under the shadow of his wizard hat. So you just see these two little. You just see the whites of his eyes and these two little pupils poking out from underneath his hat. And also with him is this tiny little bluish black crow. Don't tell him I called him a crow. He's actually a raven. He's very sensitive about this. And
Yeah,
this is Carl the familiar. And Carl is either flapping about, sitting on his shoulder, and very rarely seen sitting in his hand. And you said Veil Pip is on the edge of the tents, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Alright.
what you said.
Veil Pip would be entering the tents by basically hopping. He's kind of short, so he skips wherever he goes. So he's just gonna kind of be doing this skip method as he's just coming into town. And anyone close enough can hear this back and forth between Carl going, "You better get a job while you're here. Otherwise, you're gonna end up sleeping in the woods again." And you can just hear in return as Veil Pip just speaks gnomish noises in return.
I already love this
Roll
character.
a quick perception check for me, would you, Veil Pip?
All right. That's the dice.
Is this the first roll? Oh wait, no, it's the second roll.
You realize that all I'm gonna see Veil Pip as now is Beaker from the Muppets, right?
The voice did not come out right. I'm sorry. Your
No, it's
transatlantic accent was getting into my head real quick. It's a very good accent, by the way.
Thank you.
Supposed to sound more like Mr. Crow, but it. Okay, what's my perception bonus? Oh, ooh, okay. I got a 4 total.
Okay, cool. You're skipping into town. Actually, as you're going, a human woman with like brownish suntan skin, black hair turns. She's like, "Oh, did I hear you looking for a job?"
And you hear as Veil Pip is saying something to Carl, and Carl is going, "Ah, yes, we are a children party wizard. Do you have any jobs for shitty entertainers?" And Veil Pip just looks up at Carl with this very incredulous look on his face, going, "Really?"
Oh, well, I mean, children's entertainer, that's wonderful. We have so many children here today. Yeah, there's an entertainment section with, all the little ones especially. I mean, most of them tramp around into the woods. Oh, I can't believe the parents let them do that with all the beasts that have been about lately. But I mean, it's a festival day, parentage. Oh, I'm glad I don't have any. Hello, I'm sorry. Yes, children's place. Down this way, and then listen for some horns and lots of childish screaming. I mean, or you can ask all of them for help.
And if you turn around, you'll see like 4 or 5 kids right behind you.
Carl is going to say, "Ah, yes, listen to the vuvuzelas. I understand."
The what now?
The little
She's
horn
very
noisemakers. The little horn noisemakers.
Yes, exactly.
And
Children, this
Carl
little man is going
imitates
to
the
show
sound.
you some tricks.
Carl uses his mimicry ability to imitate the sound of a vuvuzela.
Excellent. The kids all get really excited. Oh my
Gosh, even the bird makes noises. That's so cool. That's amazing. Mr. Wizard, can you make fireworks?
And Veil Pip is going to go with his finger up in the air, and then he's going to cast Firebolt in the air, except when he does this, he seems to just reach behind his back and pull out this... It almost looks kind of just like a stick, and he just flicks his fingers, the end goes... And then he just kind of holds it out from the end of himself until this bolt of fire just shoots right up in the air.
two of them run in different directions, screaming, "Mom!" And one says, "Billy! Fireworks!" And then another one will like run up and try to grab your hands. They all like cluster around you. He's like, "Yeah, come on, let me show you to where the other kids are. You gotta show all the other kids the fireworks and your funny bird."
And Veil Pip is going to cast Mage Hand, and the other Mage Hand is just going to start. It's going to start. Wait, what can you do as a party trick with one hand? I was going to say make balloon wizards, but he's only one hand. He's going to start shaking children's hands.
Oh my goodness.
So there's just three hands going side to side.
They after a moment, like a couple of them will shake your actual hands, but then like they'll see the other one and they'll all get in line to shake the magical hand.
Good day, children. I hope you enjoy. This is Veil Pip, the Hobo Wizard. Please enjoy his entertainment, and please get pennies from your children and throw them at him. And Veil Pip just takes another look. Goes, come on.
Hobo Wizard!
A couple more run up.
Hobo
Mom, I need a penny for the Hobo Wizard! The Hobo Wizard mentioned I need some pennies!
So funny.
Do you stay there? Do you continue on to where you were directed? What are you doing?
At least for a little bit, Veil Pip is his sister. Veil Pip is going to keep casting cantrips for just a little bit until the children eventually pelt him with pennies and he's forced to run away.
Excellent.
You also, anyone who speaks Gnomish can hear him saying a couple swear words at Carl in Gnomish, but to everyone else it just comes as a.
We would like to acknowledge that fortunately none of these children speak Gnomish.
Don't worry, it's March.
But also
Crossing
neither do their parents most
speak
likely, so even if they were
Gnomish, then?
repeating it, they'd probably be fine. Actually, as you run away, a couple kids are turned to each other going,
Bap, bap, bap.
Crap, they picked up some Gnomish swear words.
"What was that, Smaithon?"
No, nothing. Go ahead. I was just laughing.
Okay. Let's see. All right, Casimir. As you're walking along, looking, through the tents that you were directed to, suddenly you do see a couple children running past, going,
What?
and they
okay,
stop and look up at you.
What did they actually say in Gnomish? What was the actual translation? Because I can
Oh,
understand
it's-
them.
Oh, I didn't
It's,
even have
j-
anything I came up with.
With just
No,
random
they're-
swear words, or like mangled.
It's not even that. It's like badly pronounced. Like you might hear the hint of a bad word in there, but it's like they're trying to imitate without having
Truck,
any idea.
truck.
So,
Truck.
Yeah.
Truck.
or whatever you say to your cat if you're meowing back at it, it's that kind of thing.
He kind of bends down and says, "Dear children, do you know what you're saying?"
They look at each other, and one looks up at you. It's like,
No?
the other one says,
You're creepy.
He kind of does this and says, "It's pronounced mamimima, and it means."
"It means what?"
I wasn't actually going to say the bad word.
Oh,
We're
Cool.
trying to be family here.
Hang on. Oh, really? We are? Is this the Thursday
Oh.
table?
Oh, that's right. Sorry, my bad. Here.
What's going on? Am I walking?
It's-
Is this an
you're right.
alternate
No, I
reality?
forgot. I'm sorry.
No, actually, I'm not arguing against it. That's pretty cool. If we keep that up,
No,
wow.
Now, the correct translation is mamimima, and it means mangy cunt. You'll go and teach that to your parents now. Run along.
Ma meat ma ma. Ma meat ma ma. Mangy
job.
cut.
it's funny. I can hear Zelda laughing over there, even though
Over there,
she's muted.
I know my high pitched squeals, my childish laughing. It was me. Clyde was the one that was childishly laughing.
Okay.
It wasn't the kids.
It's true. It's so true. Oh. Anyway, so all right, so yes, I have just corrupted the youth. Since I can't mock
Yep,
the youth,
you
I have
corrupted
corrupted
the
the
youth.
youth.
As you're going along, you suddenly see a little halfling woman. You know, she has this like roll of paper, and she's like pulling things off and giving them to various people. It's like,
Here you go, free beer. Here, have free beer. Free beer for everyone. Just line up at the free beer tent. Well, don't line up. Come when it says. Otherwise, there'll be way too huge a line. Free beer.
she moves past you, going on, just passing out into the crowd. She backs up, looks at you, looks up and down, and then just keeps going on.
Good thing I don't like beer.
That's a shame.
You hear from behind you.
I've had the second best
Actually,
mead in the whole land.
Oh, that's Rupert's tent. You gotta go that way, but it's not free.
She walks on.
Curious folk.
Yep. As you're walking along this particular aisle of tents and wares, you hear a little bit of a commotion. You hear voices being raised. Some of it seems jovial, some of it seems angry. You can't quite tell. Yeah. Do you move towards it?
Yes, I'm a naturally curious fellow. I will wander in that direction.
As you go that direction, you see a little cluster of people. Some of them are like pointing and laughing, and you can't tell what. And then a couple others, have hands on their hips, going, "Oh, I can't believe you'd say that about me." And you hear someone, "No, please don't hurt the messenger. Don't hurt the messenger. I mean, he is a funny sort, but we have to take care of him after all." And as you go along, you kind of poke your head up and over. You see the crowd is gathered around a stall where in front of it there's a box, and standing on it there's something speaking at the crowd. JP, could you?
There's about a 2.5 foot tall raccoon that's been dressed in. Oh, hang on. I'm not sweating my balls off, not for nothing. There's about a 2.5 foot raccoon that is dressed in this brightly colored, very poorly knitted together jester suit. And I mean poorly knitted together. It's like this cross X stitch that looks like if you take one of the pieces of fabric and pull it, the whole thing might just fall to pieces. Like it's grotesque and awful. And when the person says, "Have to protect him, it's our obligation," he replies back with a, "Have to? No, you don't. You've got me here chained to this bloody thing. And that man there, he's bolder than an egg coming out of a hen's ass."
Casimir thinks to himself, I like the furry thing. He tells it like it is. I look to see if he's actually chained to the, if he's actually chained or not.
No,
Do
he's not.
I need to roll perception? Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah. Okay, go
You're
ahead.
good. The man that he motioned at kind of goes, "Who are you?" And then one of his friends is like, "Oh, yeah, no, he's right. You are that bald."
Oh, you're one to talk. Your teeth are crookeder than the stools that come out of my rear.
Who are you? And then so that one gets angry, and then his bald friend turns and goes, "Ah!"
And seriously,
Oh,
both
man,
of you, that smell. Oh, I could get you from a mile away.
We gotta go show Oglar. Go get Oglar. All right. And those two turn off, and there's still a bunch of people around.
Do you know what the sad thing is for them? We could actually fix all those problems. All you gotta do is go to that tent over there. You, that weird squiggly eye of yours, we can fix that. Just go back there. They might even give you a discount because I insulted you.
Wait, insults give discounts?
Yeah, insults give discounts. Line up, buddies. Let me rip you one.
Oh, okay. One, marches off. He's like, "Hey, and you hear like, "Yeah, don't give me an insult, do I get it?" And he kind of fades away as he's over there.
Okay, who's next? Your hair, it's twisted in knots ways that I can't even dream of twisting my own self. Oh, it gives me wigglies. You might want to get them fixed. Cut up, maybe? Barber? Nah, they can't do the trick. Try my piss. It's available inside. Huh.
So Casimir is literally just sitting here watching this with this big grin on his face, just laughing.
He points at you after a moment. It's like, you! Oh, boy, you just got the air of someone who thinks they know exactly what they're doing but don't understand that they're actually fucking their entire life up. Oh, you need a tarot card reading. Seriously. Like, desperately. Like, now. Like, you need to go now. Help me. You need to go right now. Please help.
Yeah. Hold on. What would that be? Hold on. That'd be. I guess that'd just be perception. Roll a perception to see if he's being serious with the help me.
Insight.
Insight?
Or
Yeah, it's an insight check.
Oh, insight. I'm sorry. Insight. Oh, that's better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Perfect.
18.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's being serious. Okay.
Oh no.
So out loud, he will just very go. Ha ha! You'll have to work harder than that if you want to insult somebody like me. Are you
Is
trapped?
that a
Very quiet. Very quietly. Are
Is-
you trapped, small thing?
Is that a challenge, good sir? Well, give me a moment while I think of one. Absolutely so trapped. I've been stuck with them for a while. Please help.
And he goes, aha, well, you do that. That's probably where the smoke in the air is coming from. Which one of them is responsible for you?
Your rear end? Absolutely. It's flowing out like diarrhea in the morning. The woman inside the tent. She's responsible for me. The woman inside the tent's responsible for me, but the guy speaking just behind me, taking the people over, he's the guard.
And he says, ha! Well, I'm afraid you've beaten me, small creature. I'll be right back.
Well. Looks like no one's dethroned me yet. Thank you.
Well, he'll walk into the tent and find the lady that the gentleman is talking about.
Okay. You see a woman, human, doesn't look like she's quite from around here. Paler skin, lighter hair. She's conversing with someone. She's got a jar of like yellow liquid that she's saying,
no.
Yep, raccoon piss will totally cure that for you.
Oh my god.
Magic raccoons, you can't beat them. Oh, he insulted you.
pissed.
Oh, I am very sorry to hear that he insulted you. That is such a shame.
Oh, yeah, but he said I'd get a discount if you did that.
Oh, he says lots of things if you hadn't noticed. Sorry, no discount, but it is amazing.
So he will walk up to the woman and say, looks like a fine product you have there, my good madam. Could I perhaps speak with you in private about purchasing a large quantity of your goods?
Oh, why, hi, dearie. Look at you. Of course. Let me just finish with this customer. Here you go. Thank you very much. And then I'll take that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right, yeah. Come over this way.
She pulls you to like the back where the tent, it's one of those angular round tents, so one of the side corners.
Yes. Okay.
You said you wanted to make a large order? How big?
Okay. So I'm going to activate my use of Words of Terror. Once per short rest, you can speak to a humanoid alone for 1 minute and cause it to become frightened of you or another creature of your choice. If it fails the Wisdom saving throw for an hour, or if it fails the Wisdom saving throw for an hour, or if its allies are attacked or damaged. If the target succeeds, it's not aware you use this ability. So I'm basically going to try to terrify her by saying, you have no idea what you have there, do you? Listen, I've traveled all over the multiverse, and let me tell you, raccoons, they're fun. Till they're not. He's toying with you. All he has to do is snap those little furry fingers of his, and BAM! Your brain turns into the very raccoon piss that you love so much. I'm just making this up.
What?
So
I mean, he seemed like he knew things more than he should, but I didn't.
Are you trying to make her afraid of you or the raccoon?
I'm trying to make her afraid of the raccoon, like terrified of
Okay.
the raccoon. And it's a wisdom DC 16 for the wisdom saving throw if you want to roll it, or if you just want to role play it. I don't
Alrighty.
care.
Okay.
Oh my gods. Oh my. Oh, where's. I gotta. Oh, where is
She
he?
goes,
She-
Madam, perhaps we can help each other. You
What?
have
What?
you have a fantastic business going here, but you don't want him to just destroy your brains in your sleep. I will tell
No,
you
of course
what.
not.
I will trade you something for the little creature, and I will convince him to come with me. And then you won't be in danger any longer.
You do that? You do that for me? I barely even know you, sir.
Absolutely. I can't stand to see a fine, upstanding businesswoman such as yourself have to deal with something like this, especially if you didn't know. He says,
No,
right.
I didn't. I had no idea.
He goes, now hold on.
He's been with us for
here.
months and he never did anything like that.
Let's see here.
Fun until they're not.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of something that I could use to.
I mean, fortunately, the
he goes-
stock is all filled up.
And he goes, here's what I would do. I would pivot your business to perhaps a more entertainment angle. Now, I have here a premium, I don't know how to pronounce this word, Zolkun. It's a handheld pump organ that people use to cast spells with. It is considered to have a dramatic but sinister sound. But his is pretty and gilded and looks really cool, and he says, this is one of the most amazing magical instruments on the planet. Learn to use this and you won't need your magic raccoon. I'll let you have this in exchange for the value you're losing from me taking the raccoon off your hands.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know that we need to have the business completely turn, but we can maybe use this to draw them in for our other stuff, you know. People come when there's
Also-
noise, right? I mean, that's why we have the record.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
we'll
you
keep-
can have it. You can have it.
I'll
please.
take care of it. Here's this. I will remove it from my inventory here in a minute. You go and let me go talk to the raccoon. And so he saunters out and he says, "You there, little fuzzy ball of insults. Your mistress has grown tired of you. I suggest that if you don't want to starve to death, you come with me. Come on, let's go."
Why would I go with such an ugly mug like that? Hang on, let me get my stuff.
Because anything looks better than you. Ha ha!
I'm not even gonna disagree with that. I bend over as I've got a shaved ass. I'm just kidding. I don't. Pick up
You
a
just
small
go,
little
"Oh,
sack,
Oh,
grab a stick, put the sack up with the stick,
Hey,
put it over my
hey.
shoulder.
The guy that you said is the guard kind of goes, "Hey, wait, where do you think you're going?"
Take it
Go
up
check
with
it
the
out with your-
boss.
Check it out with your mistress. It's already been handled, good sir.
What? Santa? Santa, why are you getting rid of Edward?
I'm running over towards Casimir, jumping on your leg,
He kinda-
climbing up to
he
the
kinda-
shoulder.
He like pats on his shoulder. Come on,
let's
let's go.
go. Let's go.
And he turns and he just saunters off, just very casually, not looking like he's hurrying, but still traveling fairly quickly.
I'm just gonna look over my shoulder one last time, smile at their faces, and say, "Suck it, bitches!" and pop 'em off.
And he goes, so as he's walking, he says, "Now listen here. I won't
Yeah.
have you thinking that I'm a philanthropist or an altruist.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
just
no.
don't like seeing anybody in chains. So,
Oh, it's so very nice of you to call me a person.
he goes, you can talk, it's good enough."
Ha! I'm gonna like you, I think. Hey, so we're gonna go back and rob them in the night and burn their tent down, right?
Oh, I mean, I was considering.
Okay, cool.
He goes, but perhaps you've been around this fair. Do you know of any stalls that are selling magical artifacts? I'm searching for something.
Oh,
Highly
definitely.
specific."
Definitely not those guys. Everything they've got's fake. Whew, what a scam.
I figured, do people really buy your piss? That's
Yeah.
just...
It's a bestseller. Weird, right?
That's terrifying.
Like, you just,
On so many levels.
you see a talking raccoon and you think their business got to do some good. We've even sold some of my shit. Although that's a little bit of a harder sell. I gotta
Look,
really lay it on.
Yeah. Look, people do some strange things for love. That's all I'm going to say.
You know what? That's a conversation for another day and some ale. Magic
How about
items?
never again?
Maybe that.
Yeah. And he goes. So you can see there is this very obvious exterior that this character is trying to project, but for some bizarre reason that you cannot fathom, he's letting you a little bit behind the veil. And so he goes, suppose they didn't feed you very well, did they?
Only when they wanted to sell my poop.
And he goes, fair enough. I'm famished. What's there to eat around this joint?
Oh, yo, there's like a real good taco place just down the way. It's just a couple of streets down there. When Leon brought some of those back, God, they smelled so good. I didn't get any of them. There's also a nice churro place. Do you know what a euro is?
He goes, oh, taco I know. Euro, not so much.
I'm going to introduce you to euros. Let's go that way.
Very good, my furry friend.
I'll
Wow,
take
I
him
was
to a
actually
euro
not
shop.
I was absolutely not expecting to do that, but it worked. But it felt right. Anyway,
Thank you.
That was great.
Let's
I
not
was
say
not
it,
expecting that to go, but all right.
Really?
Sorry, the character took over there. I was not expecting it to happen.
I expected that to be like a whole quest, frankly.
Right? Yeah, that was cool. Gosh, what a good use of ability there.
I love it.
Here. Oh, I should probably mark that I used that.
Mm.
Hang on. Where is that ability?
Oh.
It's like I saw that ability and I was like, that will be useful at some point. I just don't know when. Apparently, session 1.
No.
Hey, now that you've bought my freedom, what's your name?
He goes, you may call me Casimir. I don't have people where I'm from don't really have last names. It's something of a trope of this world, it seems.
That's fine. I don't either.
What's your name?
Edward.
Ah,
Right?
plain Jane name for such an unusual creature.
It's great.
He says, nice work on the insults, by the way. I'm rather impressed.
Oh, thanks. I just thought of them and then I say it.
Best way to do it.
Right?
Wow.
This is not how I anticipated this character going, but... No, like, okay, you know how sometimes characters take on a life of their own? He is
Yeah.
absolutely taking on a life of his own.
It's great. I love it when they do that.
Casimir, out for himself. I saved a raccoon from slavery.
Who did just, to be fair, suggest that we go back and do horrible things and be out for ourselves. So,
Oh, yeah.
He
I
just got his own little familiar, so now he can join in the Chaos Gremlins.
yeah.
No.
That's right.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Chaos Gremlins? What?
So
do
we just
you
need to
mean?
get, what's Emily's character's name again?
Clyde.
Clyde. So we just need to get Clyde a small pink miniature pony, and we'll be golden.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Or a hummingbird. A pink hummingbird.
That worked too.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that'd be fun.
Carl's gonna start crushing.
Okay. So anyway, GM, I'm sorry. Please,
Oh,
We'll
you're
get
fine.
some euros.
I love it.
Hijack that. Sorry.
May have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. May peace follow